right here in Malaysia. Do you see that as a threat to your legally run business?
No, for now, I think it's not easy to get licenses.
Okay.
But they can apply. But we are already far ahead, much far ahead. Now, we not only do the scheme, we are also doing the whole spectrum of the Swiftlet industry, right from, of course, we put them into the houses, we harvest them, we process, we pack, we sell, and we do more than that. We do research and development with International Medical University and also with Gleneagles hospitals. And we also work with the government in Mosti to get the bird nest now. At the moment, nobody can justify, nobody can prove the type of percentage of bird nest that they have in their product that they've been selling now all these years. So that has to change.
It's not accountable. Yeah.
Not accountable. They can claim whatever, but cannot prove it. So we're working with Mosti, whereby we want to get an essay of the various product that is being sold must be given the percentage of what's inside that bottle or inside that package or whatever it is. We are doing it with Mosti. It's in the process now. We believe it will be soon be available, and will be very, very legal and very, very definite about what we are
marketable
selling.
As well.
Hopefully marketable, yeah.
Okay, that is really. We'll need to take a short break. We'll be back in a moment, of course, to view the edible bird's nest Swiftlet ranching share farming interest scheme. Now, this scheme is the first of its kind offered by Swiftlet Eco Park. Stay with us on SWOTWatch. Be right back.
Welcome back to SWOT Diaries with me, Nazira Ash'ari. The Edible Bird Nest Swiftlet Ranching Interest Scheme, or the ESRIS scheme, is the first business scheme of its kind in the country, licensed by the Malaysian government, and an investment scheme approved by the Companies Commission of Malaysia. With a minimum investment of 10,000 ringgit, investors are looking at a possible return of 270,000 ringgit within a span of 35 years.
It's a booming industry. Swiftlet ranching and the edible bird's nest business has attracted newcomers to get a piece of the pie. Though many of them opt for illegal and unlicensed farming, they understand the value of this highly in-demand product. Realizing these opportunities, Swiftlet Eco Park Berhad created the country's first of its kind edible bird's nest scheme, the Edible Bird Nest Swiftlet Ranching Interest Scheme, or the ESRIS scheme, which opens the window of opportunity to all Malaysians to invest in this thriving business.
So this interest scheme will allow us to receive investment from whoever interested for the first time. We decided to have this interest scheme to be awarded by the government, SSM in particular, that one unit of interest scheme should be for 10,000 ringgit per unit. And then also it was decided, after much discussion with the authorities, that this scheme should last for 35 years.
This recently launched scheme is seen as a convenient alternative for those who aspire to venture into the high-value industry of edible bird's nests rather than buying a purpose-built 3-story terrace for this purpose.
Because of its popularity, we have people now who are not that able to pay 10,000 ringgit request us, if possible, to break it down. We are so blessed also. We have been able to get not only individual investors, we even have corporate investors.
According to projections by independent consultants, each unit of the scheme would be able to earn investors some 270,000 ringgit in 35 years, making it an average annual return of over 75%. Based on an investment of 10,000 ringgit per unit, investors can expect a return on investment, or ROI, of 8% a year for the first 5 years in the form of product voucher. This can be used to redeem quality bird's nest products from the guaranteed return of scheme policy. From year 4 to year 35, a yearly return will be derived from the bird's nest harvest with a projection of 270,000 ringgit returns for every 1 unit of investment. Interested Malaysians can invest in a minimum of 1 interest scheme unit, while foreigners can invest in 3 interest scheme units. A low-risk investment with expected high returns, the ESRIS schemes offers investors benefits unlike any other.
This scheme is good in the sense that we were able to create high yield for our investors. I don't know of any other company or any other industry that can give this kind of income, except for the bird nest industry. This industry, bird nest, is only available here in this region and nowhere else. Even then, only in 2-3 countries only, and the value, as you all know, is so enormous.
The investment return of the scheme is dependent on the quantity and quality of the edible bird's nest harvest and its market prices. However, here are other investment considerations that can help you. The ESRIS scheme is a full licensed business and an investment approved by the Companies Commission of Malaysia, or CCM. It has met all its stringent requirements, which includes feasibility of the investment in providing positive returns to investors. One of the conditions imposed by CCM is the appointment of a trustee as custodian of the investment to safeguard the interests of investors. For the ESRIS scheme, Public Bank Trustee Services Berhad has been appointed and approved by the Minister of Domestic Trade, Cooperative and Consumerism to take charge of this matter. Should investors change their minds, they are given a cooling-off period of 10 working days from the date of investment, where they can retract the investment for a full refund. Under the guaranteed buyback option, the management company will buy back the interest scheme unit from investors at any time over the 35 years period, except during the first 3 years and last 5 years. In addition, investors can also trade or transfer the ISU to a third party. The management company, Swiftlet Eco Park Berhad, is part of a group of companies with a paid-up capital of over 10 million ringgit, a pioneer in regularizing Swiftlet ranching activities, proving the company a solid entity to run this scheme. The group's first project, Swiftlet Eco Park in Manjung Perak, is the first licensed custom-built ranching farm project in the country. Ranching activities have started and harvesting has already begun in some units. Low-risk investment with an expected high return and a list of strong and solid factors are all to be considered. The ESRIS scheme allows Malaysians to invest for a better future in a high-value and profitable business.
That's all the time we have for you today on SWOT Diaries. I hope our coverage have given you the insight into this great and unique scheme. Please stay tuned with more on the scheme, and the discussion will continue right after this commercial break with Anne and guests in the studio. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Yes, and thanks for staying with us on SWOT Watch. You've watched what that scheme is all about, and I'm sure that many of us who invest in that can be, well, overnight millionaires. Is that right, Dr. Sri?
Not overnight. It's,
I was just kidding.
It's a small investment, but a very big potential future.
And the
takes
returns are
time.
great, right? It's about 75% returns
Yes,
annually.
per annum,
If you
no one can come near where we are now in terms of giving that kind of returns.
So you invest 10,000.
Yeah.
In this scheme, and you will get about 270,000
at the end of 35 years.
At the end of
but you
35
can still
years.
exit at any point of time. If you are a bit in need of money, you can get some money by selling your issues.
Okay. Are installments?
Prematurely.
Just wondering whether installments are allowed for some of
No,
those.
yeah. Okay, I forgot to tell you this, Because of this popularity, many people who are not that well off to pay 10,000 requested that we reduce the prices. So we went back to STCCM or SSM, to get them to approve. Now we can split. Out of 10,000, we can also buy 7,500 or 5,000, and then 2,500, a quarter, a half, three-quarter.
So the last
Approve.
is 2,500.
So we get a lot of people.
But that's a good idea. And
putting in.
once you get some money, you can invest more.
Yeah, you can invest
Is that
more.
right? Yeah,
exactly.
because
And the money doesn't come to us, They go to public trustee or public bank. They control the money.
Okay,
So the investors are completely sort of safe from individuals who want to do scam or whatever it is,
Right.
We cannot take any money out, but for the terms and condition of the trustee.
And I also understand that Swiftlet Eco Park is called a one-stop center. Yeah,
Yeah,
care
it
to
is.
share with us some details on that?
Yeah, as I said earlier, we do the upstream and the downstream, and it covers the entire spectrum of the industry. Everything that needs to be done, we will do it. So we call ourselves one-stop center because everything is there.
Right.
So it's a
Right
matter
till
of
the
time now.
harvesting.
Beg pardon?
Right till the harvesting
way.
and the processing part, everything.
Research and development, and then getting. In fact, I'm very proud to say that we just got a special certification from Germany. No joke. We have what they call the ISO 9001 to certify that strongly by an agency from Germany.
Right. And I understand that